Everyone, it's 4:30, it's Friday, and this is the Entrepreneur Drinks Podcast. We hope that everyone had a great week, so let's all have a beer or a cash flow cocktail and talk about business, being an entrepreneur, and making money. Hopefully we can help each other solve some problems and learn how to grow our businesses. Thanks for listening, and we hope you enjoy the show and learn some things along the way. It's time to crack open a drink and get started. Let the conversation begin.
We're going to use both of them and just see what happens. So, all right, we're live. Welcome back, guys. Entrepreneur Drinks. This episode is titled
River Rats.
River
On Location at the, what are we at, the Mississippi?
The beautiful Mississippi.
Illinois now, actually.
The beautiful Mississippi.
So,
all right. Cheers, guys.
Cheers. Usually most of our good business ideas in the summer come on this river.
Come on the boat?
This boat. So we'll see if it leads to the same sort of magic on the podcast.
Absolutely. So we were just talking about trusts. Had a little good conversation about some trusts.
Yeah. So at a certain point, I think you gotta, start thinking about asset protection along the way, right? And trust is a tool some people out there believe pretty strongly in, more for anonymity purposes, not necessarily liability purposes.
You guys use trust a lot in your business?
We're too lazy to do it.
We've
but ideally-
attempted.
You should though, right?
Yeah.
Got some beers up in here? Sweet.
Shit.
Should we talk about our little beacons we were just talking about? Or we wanna keep-
Yeah.
Fuck no, you don't want to talk about that yet?
You know what? We want to give the
kind of
the
keep it under
sweet-
wraps.
Yeah.
juice
So-
away. All right.
Sorry, listeners.
Coming soon.
We got a hot idea.
Hot
and,
idea.
Yeah.
We can't
Gonna
share
rest
it
for
just
a
That's
while.
yet.
going to go really fast, and it'll be the market will be
You're
saturated.
right.
gonna be
It's one of
saturated
those things
quick.
where you have to get first to market
Yeah.
is the winner. So, coming soon.
Coming soon.
Some little beacon thing. Don't worry about it.
Right.
So one of the things about, I guess, entrepreneurship is the personality that is drawn to it is, I don't know, kind of prone to shiny object syndrome, right? Maybe we can chat about that.
Yeah, I feel like I have that a lot.
I mean, you were talking about like multiple businesses you got, Dave. I
Right.
mean, you see an opportunity and you want to capitalize on it for whatever reason. You got like this vision that's like, all right, you can make money there. You can make money there. We talk about it all the time, and it's like, all right, is that really worth our time? Is that a distraction? Where do you
Such a
draw the
great
line,
point
right?
because laser focus is where I've always had the most success.
Yeah.
Is just focusing on one thing with all your energy. But you're right. I definitely have that syndrome.
Is there a criteria when you're like, all right, this is cool, this is interesting, that you kind of mentally run yourself through and say, all right, is this worth the time commitment? The pulling myself away from my core business.
I think a lot of it comes down to just like what interests me.
Okay.
If it's a shiny object, that's one thing. But if it's a shiny object that I'm like really interested in, then I'll definitely spend some time and energy and money on it.
What about if it makes money?
Well, a lot of shiny objects don't make money. That's the problem with them.
Sometimes you don't know until you pull the trigger on it.
Sometimes
right?
you don't
Try it
know.
out.
And, yeah, I mean, especially if it takes a large investment to get the business going, a couple thousand or even more.
My whole thing is if you're hitting your nut, then why not? If you're hitting your goals in 4 days a week, like what I do is I have golden retriever Thursdays, where because a golden retriever that's probably where they got it from. But on Thursdays, I'm always going to have that itch to scratch. So on Thursdays, I'll dedicate an afternoon to looking into stuff.
Right.
And then, but to say I'm not going to look at shiny objects is bullshit.
I don't think
It wouldn't come up.
It's not looking at them. I think it's like, I always, check them out, but then I'm like, all right, how do you evaluate it, right? Is it worth your time? We've been chatting about the hard money lending business, a few other ideas, and it's like, all right, is that something to go after, or is it like, the done for you marketing?
Right.
It's just low margins. So some of the criteria I think about is like, all right, what's the margin on it? What's like the biggest check you can get? Like, what's the actual payday? Like, we were talking about this yesterday with our McDonald's video. Do you want to sell 15-cent French fries, or would you rather do a wholesale deal where you can make, $5, $10, $15, $20,000 plus?
Fuck
70,
that, though. Ray Kroc
90.
was a goddamn genius, though.
He was.
wasn't
No,
selling
but we were
French
talking
fries.
about
He was
Well,
buying
in
the
that
goddamn
scenario.
Exactly. Yeah,
no, but we're
sure.
talking about if would we become franchisees for McDonald's? And
Oh, gosh.
the overall answer is fuck no.
Fuck
like,
no.
Right.
You can't just put capital to it. They want you in that restaurant like
Yeah.
40 hours a week. So it's like you own your fucking job in that.
Do they still
You do.
want
Yeah,
that?
it's a great
That
way to
was
word
like
it. You own your job.
what
That's
was
exactly
that,
what it comes down to.
Documentary, The Founder.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a great movie.
Yeah. So they still kind of want that sort of mom and pop feel.
So I got a big like man crush on Ray Kroc right now, and like I'm reading his autobiography and I'm reading Behind the Arches. Like it's a fascinating book. It's a real estate book, and kind of a life insurance book too. But like he was a genius. But what they want the franchisees to do is like,
So I mean, is it possible to have 20 locations then? Like,
yeah, but
you can't be in every location every day.
But you have to start with one, and you have to show success at one. You can't have like
They won't sell you 20.
Nope.
Not until you go to 1 to 2 to 3 to.
You
can't
can't
just buy
say like
20
I
of them.
have $5 million. I want 10.
Right.
No, you have to start on one, show success, and then there's no guarantee they'll give you another one.
Do they own all the land still?
What about a franchisor or who owns 5 locations? You couldn't buy them out? Like they
Probably
couldn't-
not.
You would have to- you
I have to
prove
look into
yourself.
that, but
Yeah.
I don't
You
think
don't
so.
think so? That's
Because
interesting.
I think because McDonald's also they would buy the franchisor out at that point.
Yeah,
The
they just
franchisee.
Oh,
they'd be
the corporate
corporate
store.
stores.
Yeah.
So how does it work with the land? Is it still the same way that the movie like demonstrated? Like
Yeah, it's
you say, I want to put mine here, and then they go in and buy the land and lease it to you.
no, they hire real estate brokers, or at least they did in the 60s and 70s.
Right.
They would have a real estate team say, we're gonna do one right here, right here, right here. They would go to the landowner and say, I would like to owner finance this. And so they would put no money out of pocket, no down payment, and then the landowner, he had nothing else going on, so why wouldn't he?
Why wouldn't he take it? Right.
So they would owner finance it, and then they would get the landowner to put the collateral up for the building with the bank loan.
Wow.
That was the genius of it. So now they have zero skin in the game, and then
They got a building.
And the franchise fee from the end, franchisee would actually be the down payment on the construction of the building.
Wow.
So the landowner's collateral is improved. They got no money out of pocket, right? So they're taking the down payment over here and putting it over here, and then they're just making the cash flow between what they pay the landowner and
What
what
the
they're getting-
franchisee
what they're
brings
getting
in
rent.
revenues. Right.
I mean it's absolutely genius.
genius.
And then I think they were like on 7-year notes with the landowners. Eventually those get paid down, and I
They just
guarantee.
balloon them out, or
Well, no, they pay them off.
Just pay 'em off?
because they weren't amortized for that long. So those
Oh,
get
7-year notes.
Yeah, they were
I
like
think it's
7-year
7
notes.
Okay.
At the end of 7 years, the land is definitely probably 2 to 3 times as valuable.
20 times more.
They
if there's
take
a
that to
building
the
on it.
bank, refinance
exactly.
it, and then use that capital to go do it again.
Wow.
So it was insane. It's really that Behind the Arches. It really is a real estate book.
You have to check that out.
Yeah.
Behind the Arches. Is it autobiography or
No, it's a
Biography.
guy who it's good corporate history of McDonald's.
interesting?
Yeah.
Well, back to the topic though.
Yeah.
You
what
selling
the fuck
French
were we
fries?
talking about?
Well, you're
Are
talking
you-
about like how do you
You selling
how
French
do
fries, or are you
uh,
selling?
how do you kind of filter new ideas, right? So I think one of them is like, for me, is it brick and mortar. I'm not necessarily interested in a lot of brick and mortar businesses anymore because there's so much scalability with technology and the internet.
I was reading the other day that
markets.
Amazon's going to have 50% of the market share in 5 years.
Yeah.
50%.
Of what,
insane.
retail?
Retail. Sorry, I didn't word
Yeah.
that right.
Of all
50%
retail
of
humanly
all
possible.
retail market share.
just one segment.
Insane.
I don't know if it was a world. If it's probably a USA number.
Uh-huh.
Can't imagine it would cover the world because
Yeah.
fuck. But you know what I'm saying. So what if it's USA? 50% of the retail. That's insane.
It just doesn't seem possible though.
Fuck
Dude,
yeah, it does.
it's-
I probably spend 75% of my money when I spend retail with Amazon.
I guess
I buy
that's
something
true.
every single day on
We
Amazon.
buy for a family of 6. We buy everything from Amazon other than groceries.
Groceries, right?
We
But
buy
like-
groceries online too though. We
I
buy
probably
trucks.
spent $200
The
today
local
already
store.
on Amazon.
Really?
Just buying bullshit,
It's free.
pillows and cat food and
or $6 or something.
anything.
It's like super
you name
cheap.
it.
Because
You know,
supposedly the grocery stores are a little more anti-fragile because they say people always go to the grocery store.
People need food.
Right.
Amazon tried to do Amazon Fresh for a little while.
It didn't work.
I don't think it really worked out that
They
well.
have Amazon Go though. You guys seen that?
Yeah.
Literally, you walk through the store and you're like,
There's no teller.
Scan your phone, and then whenever you pick something up, it knows, hey, this phone is near this apple. Like you took one Granny Smith apple,
Right.
50 cents, whatever.
Do
it
they have a
costs,
couple
right?
of those locations up and
And you
running?
literally just walk out. They have like one test store right now, from what I understand. But you put it in your basket, you walk out, and it's just automatically.
We've never
charged.
had a live urination on this show until right now.
Hey guys.
Hopefully the audio can pick that up.
Right. Sounds like it's getting it.
You want me to piss in your direction?
I'm not gonna say anything while he's peeing.
shit.
Yeah. If you're listening, just enjoy that.
Right. No, but back to
Picture the
back to the
sunlight
main
on
topic
the back
though,
of Mike's ginger skin.
about like the shiny objects versus focusing on one thing, man.
Yeah.
That's our business right now has. And you get some
God
sun on
damn,
those
it's
legs, man. Those
fucking
fucking
lethal.
pasty legs,
Take
bro.
it going.
About that neck.
Fuck that. It's ginger skin, dude. We don't get sun on it.
Oh shit. Yeah, we got a brand new lending business, a landlord club, courses, coaching, wholesale.
Yeah.
What am I missing,
you guys
Mike?
got a lot going on. How do you?
We got like 2 or 3 other
How
things
do you
going
stay
on.
sane, kind of managing all those?
Yeah, I don't know. It's just
things?
an hour or 2 a day here, an hour or 2 a day on that. And I guess our kind of mindset is let's put a ton of irons in the fire, and
Look me up, Mikey.
eventually one of them's gonna get red hot.
Yeah.
Yeah, one more
Yeah.
piece,
You know?
No,
buddy.
you definitely gotta experiment. You gotta try a few.
We're gonna have to
different
go to
things.
Grafton to reload.
But
Definitely gonna cut
what
the
do
podcast
you know?
short for that.
Again, where's
Yeah.
that line? Like, okay, you all these things pass your test. You're like, all right, this is worthwhile. You know, whether consciously or subconsciously, you say this is an opportunity I want to pull the trigger on. I want to spend my time. I want to spend some money, whatever. But beyond just, hey, I have an interest in this.
Right.
What is that threshold?
So the way I look at it, I kind of feel like if it's not going to make us $100,000 a month, it's not worth it. Or if it doesn't have the potential to, if it doesn't have the potential to be a separate spin-off company that we could sell,
Okay,
I'm not interested.
I like that. Yeah, that's a good.
So
that's a good-
everyone-
that's a good-
everyone-
that's a good figure.
Yeah, every one
Yeah,
of
and what
our
we're
lines-
doing right now is probably what you're getting ready to say. Though.
Yeah, every one of our lines of business has the potential to be either bought out or a spin-off
And
business.
we've built them
or a
all that way from the
franchise.
beginning to where we've had
That's the
different
whole
operating
idea.
agreements, different bank accounts. It's kind of a pain in the ass. You got to manage 7 fucking bank accounts every month. But like Mike said, it gives you the ability to spin it off or sell it versus just have like Household Easy Properties, which is our wholesale company,
Yeah.
also have our education company.
Well, and that's
It's
kind
got
of
to be
what,
different companies from the
what's,
very beginning.
What's very exciting and kind of grinds my gears. So I think Household Easy is a great name for
Yeah.
a real estate investment
It is.
company. Like
It
the
is.
easy way to sell your house,
Yeah.
the easy
Right.
button to sell your house, whatever. So one of the spin-off companies was This Girl Buys Houses. They've already been offered. Somebody else wants to buy a franchise.
Yeah, we had an offer this week.
What?
Really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
franchise.
You okay with sharing the numbers or?
Well, we don't know our
We don't know
numbers.
yet.
They
From
said
another
what
girl?
they asked us. They said what would
Yeah,
you
somebody
charge
down in
us
Atlanta.
for us to buy a franchise, and we don't even have half of the documents created for
You
the.
probably don't even have the registered trademark, anything else.
Well, we got
trademark,
that
yeah.
pending. We got
Okay.
that pending, and then we have a bank account and an operating agreement, an EIN, and that's probably it. But none of the franchise docs or any of that shit yet. So I don't even know if we gave her a number. Did we send her an offer?
So is
I
that
think it
is
was
that worth your time?
50,000 or something? Yeah.
Okay, what does that include?
We don't know yet.
we
That's the
haven't
thing.
even built it out.
Say, hey, you pay 50 G's, we'll figure it out.
Right.
Why not?
Well, the
Love
thing is, so we're partial owners of that, though. So This Girl Buys Houses, again, it was an idea, and so it's Megan and Amy's,
Yeah.
baby.
Right,
I mean,
right.
it's
They came to us and they said, "Hey, we want to build this company, and we don't have any money." And we were like, "All right, well, we'll finance it." And
I never told Megan this, but I feel like I kind of helped kick her ass. I said, if you don't do something with this in 6 weeks, I'm gonna fucking do something with it.
nice.
I think that kind of helped
Get her
get her in
Get
gear,
her in
and
gear.
she did.
Yeah.
I mean, she really did start running with it, which is great.
right.
She's been
Well, they've done a couple deals at this
Oh,
point, so they made
yeah,
some
she's
money
been working
and
her butt off. She's doing awesome.
they've been working real
We're
hard.
about to buy one, so make a little more money.
Yeah, absolutely.
you
They've
are.
done a couple deals.
Yeah, it's great.
Absolutely. But I think it also empowers them too because they're working for themselves,
Yeah.
not for us. So we'll send them leads, but they also have their own marketing now too. So they're getting This Girl Buys Houses leads.
It's huge. And
You know?
Ray, he's been on the show a bunch of times. I mean, I think he's more thrilled with anything else the fact that Amy is excited about real estate.
That's cool.
Right.
Because
right.
he's, Bartle really, he's always wanted, I guess, his kids to be in real estate.
Yeah,
I
it's
think
something
that's what's-
we're all so passionate about.
Yeah.
And if your kids just like have no interest, you're like, fine.
Right.
Yeah.
Just,
Well, and
no matter
Amy
what level.
is finally really showing some interest in it. I
Right.
mean, because she's been working for us for a long time, and
Just busting her ass.
yeah, she's really busting her ass on This Girl Buys Houses thing, and
Right.
they're doing great.
So do you guys ever say to yourself, though, if I wasn't dicking around with all this other shit, I could be the best wholesaler.
I don't
ever.
want to. That's the thing, though. No, I don't want to be the best wholesaler. It's not. It's a
ton
I have
of work.
No interest in it.
It's a ton of fucking work.
It's a hustle.
I can't.
It's a grind.
It's a grind. Yeah,
It's
I mean,
a job.
you own your own job. Yeah,
it's a job.
It's not something that you can really like go from, as the Rich Dad Quadrant would say, from ESBI. You can't really go from the S
Right.
to the I
Right.
in a wholesale business. Like even Sean Terry, I mean, he's probably the best known wholesaler in the U.S. in my opinion, but I'd imagine he still goes in the office every day or two and checks on the operations.
Yeah, and I don't want to talk
Yeah.
down on
Question,
wholesaling.
yeah.
Though wholesaling is great, but you have to use it to leverage yourself
it's a
into
stepping
another
stone.
position.
Right.
Exactly.
Right.
It's always
You're still
gonna be a
managing
stepping
someone
stone.
else, if anything. So
Yeah, and so again, to anyone who's ever bought our courses or will buy our courses, wholesaling is an excellent way to get started in real estate. It's just not the end game for.
I did that
for
pretty
me.
much strictly for 2 years.
Yeah.
And then at a certain point, I was like, fuck.
right.
You know, my personality wasn't the best for it, but I made it work. But eventually I was like, man, I need something else.
Right.
This is not going to get me to where I want to
Well,
be.
my personality is not the best for it either.
Yeah.
Which is part of the reason why Dave and Ray take leads 2 days before me, and then I'll pick it up. Like if they don't
Right.
get to it, then that's kind of I'm the cleanup crew.
Mm-hmm.
And now we've got so many other people running leads. It's not my primary focus.
Yeah, we got some
Like I manage the
junior buyers
wholesaling.
that do real well. Like Ryan does really, really well. Megan does really, really well.
Do you guys have anybody who's on payroll? Or is it all task oriented, commission based?
Megan is on. Well, the four of us are now too. So me, Mike, Bill, and
Yeah.
Ray,
Okay.
we have W-2 set up. So we get a monthly
Ew.
or a W. We get a
You have to pay taxes on that.
What was
Yeah.
the
We
reason?
do.
But,
Ew.
but there's also some reasoning behind it.
Right.
Can you
Talk to our
through
accountant.
the thought process behind
right.
that?
So we don't have to pay the what would it be, the self-employment tax.
There was a reason. Our accountant talked to us. There is a
Uh-huh.
reason for a company to do it that way. And then, so Jimmy, you're the taxes thing. Absolutely. We're all
Let's
We're all
reiterate what you
real-
just said. Jimmy, you're the taxes thing.
we're all real estate investors, so we all get that. At the end of the year, we're still trying to minimize our tax liability.
yeah.
So
Right.
so most of, I
guess
chances
we're kind of prepaying a little bit of or most of our taxes at this point.
Yeah.
So every other week when we get a paycheck, we are paying out $600 every time we get a paycheck in taxes, which sucks. But hopefully, we're only going to be paying or receiving, I should say, 20 to 25% of all of our income via that W-2. The rest will be in the form
Here's
of
a
a
question I
1099 or a
got for you.
K1.
Here, so like us sticking around today, like our company bought our beer. If you hadn't paid for the gas, our company would have bought the gas. Like
Right.
I had another company pay for the Uber.
Sure.
Are you guys able to work together enough, or you guys get like you can spend money on bullshit
Oh, fuck
in order
yeah.
to mitigate the taxes?
If 50% of the company's there, so if I'm with any of my other partners, anytime that we're buying anything,
uh-huh.
lunch, dinner, beer,
well, he could have put
taxis.
the gas. Yeah, we could.
I could have. I just
Right.
didn't even think to.
Okay.
But I save the receipt. I'm gonna write that fucking shit off though.
Right.
All right. And we all
100%.
have
Yeah.
separate companies as well.
Yeah.
that will write
Okay.
shit off.
Oh, you know what else I just learned recently is all my Cardinals tickets are write-offs.
Right.
Every one of them.
Yep.
How's that?
Because I gift them to the guy sitting next to me, and he gifts it to me.
What?
No, they're definitely.
Is your mind blown? Did
They're
your mind just
definitely a
blow?
Wait, what?
Okay, so
What?
I buy 10 games a year with 4 other guys.
Okay.
So we buy 40 tickets a year. So each person can go to 10 games. There's 4 seats. And my accountant actually does accounting. She's a CPA for all of us, which is kind of random, but it's just,
Yeah.
we've all known her. And so when I went in there a couple weeks ago, she was like, hey, I know that you go to the game with Ryan. She goes, you need to be writing this off. Like, why is this not on your spreadsheet? And I was like, I didn't know I could write off Cardinal tickets. She goes, well, of course. You're buying Ryan's seat and Ryan's buying your seat. It's a gift.
It's genius.
And I'm
That's
like, okay.
Really genius.
Yeah.
Wow. I
Yeah.
love that.
Yeah.
And
That's
she's
cool.
like, you always go to the game with Ryan, don't you? And I'm like, yep. And she's like, you guys do business together? I'm like, yep. Well, you need to gift every seat to him.
Yeah.
They're not going to fucking know. And
Gotcha.
I'm like, okay, awesome.
I'll start the video after that comment.
So, but I mean, you know, she's a CPA. It's not like she was telling me to do anything fraudulent
Yeah.
or illegal. It's just,
Yeah,
that's the
we're
nature
not-
of the tax
Yeah,
code.
we're not ever talking about doing stuff.
No,
that's
not at
illegal.
all.
It's just, hey, these are the rules that have been set out,
Right.
and we're gonna play, the best you can. Like when you whip out a board game of Monopoly, you get the rules.
There's
like,
the rules.
How can I win based upon these rules?
Based
that are
upon
set
these
out?
rules. Yep.
Ooh, let's talk about politics. We're talking about the we're talking about rules and shit. So let's talk about.
I'll talk about rules, but
Let's talk about the U.S. We're drawing from the fucking Paris thing.
oh fuck,
I don't know anything about that.
Yeah.
No,
I'm
next
not
topic.
educated
Next
enough.
topic. Next topic.
No.
Veto. 2 vetoes.
Yeah, veto.
Next topic.
3
All
vetoes.
right, fine. 3 vetoes.
No.
How about Kathy Griffin?
I have no idea who the fuck is that.
She did the Trump thing this week.
Veto.
No.
Veto.
Yeah,
Veto.
veto that. Let's get away from
I haven't
politics.
watched. I haven't watched the
Entrepreneur Drinks
news.
podcast.
Yeah, I haven't
Yeah.
watched the news in 8 years. I have no.
It's smart. You shouldn't watch the news. It's
That's
a waste.
I like that topic because literally, I remember when I was overseas in Iraq, and they had the fucking TV up there in the mess hall, and I would just get pissed off. I'd just be like, these fucks have no idea what's going on. This is
Yeah.
bullshit. And like at that
all
point,
fake, too.
I was like, I boycott the news. Yeah, it's probably been about 8 years. I don't read a newspaper. I don't look up articles on the internet about politics,
Nope.
the greater economy.
I'll
I
see it
never watch the news.
when I see it, but I don't go looking for
It's
it.
a
though.
waste of human.
Yeah, if it
Yeah.
comes in my field of stream,
Right.
it happens. But like, it is not a part of my life, and I
Right.
think that negativity.
What is
when
that? It's dopamine. What is Peter Diamandis calls it something because he says turn off news.
It's
But what is it?
dopamine.
Tim Ferriss talks about it a lot
Yeah.
too.
Yeah,
It's like a news diet.
If it bleeds, it leads.
Yeah.
Right.
They're trying to excite something, some
It's
chemical
dopamine.
reaction.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So humans naturally respond to fear or danger, and the media.
That's
knows
what gets
this.
your eyeballs going.
Right,
Yeah,
yeah.
totally.
You get a fucking little adrenaline shot, a little dopamine shot, because like evolutionarily, if you believe in that, you're like, hey, what is the greatest danger to me if I'm walking down this path? If I miss those berries over there, it's not going to be life-ending, right? So positive news or positive things in your environment do not register as big as negative.
If there's an alligator growling
Yeah,
at you, you're
an
gonna look at that
alligator,
and stop.
You're
and
fucking done.
Make shit-
Right.
shit
So
happen.
you're like biologically
Right.
hardwired to pay more attention to bad news than
Totally.
good news.
Totally.
So you have to understand, like, that's just our makeup. And so if you don't turn that off, like, you're going to drive yourself crazy.
Yeah.
And I'll second my opinion of the media got very biased because of Iraq. Like
Yeah.
there was a couple missions we were on and shit that like made the news, and they were like Navy SEALs did this, and I'm like, you dumb motherfuckers. Like, but then I got home and I'm like, if they could fuck it up that bad, how can I trust the financial news? There's no way they know
Right.
what the fuck they're talking about.
Right.
Yeah.
Like it's all bullshit.
Speaking of your, what do you call your Thursdays?
Golden Retriever Thursdays.
Golden Retriever Thursdays. Are you
does that
guys still
mean?
doing the Dan Sullivan time thing?
Oh fuck yeah.
So what days of the week are what for you guys?
I pile up everything I don't want to do on Monday.
So that's your like
Buffer day.
buffer day.
Yeah. Like
Tuesday's a
oil
lot of
changes.
meetings. There's buffers on Tuesday's buffer day.
Yeah.
What's your what are the 3 days again? Buffer days,
3 days.
free
and
days, and then
days.
focus days. So what days are your focus?
Focus is a Friday when I record Entrepreneur Drinks. Yeah.
Wednesday,
Really?
Thursday, Friday.
Wednesday, Thursday,
I
Friday.
do all my
Focus.
I do
And the
all
buffers
my
Monday,
selling
Tuesday?
and shit on Fridays and just every.
And then
revenue
Saturday,
generated.
Sundays are always free
I like buffer
for the
days.
most part. You were in the office today.
Yeah, but that was
I guess 'cause you're
demonstrating We're moving.
Yeah.
So it's like
I like
special
Saturday
days.
buffer days because no one's fucking with me when I'm doing shit I don't want to do.
Right. I need to get better about having those free days and like literally turn off the phone.
You have to do
Yeah.
it.
You have to turn the
Sundays.
phone off
Yeah,
because
so
it doesn't
Sundays
fucking
have
stop,
to-
man.
And you
It's
just
funny because
fucking
Sunday's
stop.
mine, but I'm not religious. Like I don't do anything on Sunday.
Yeah, I agree.
But you need that sometimes just to
No, you have
unwind.
to.
Everybody
You have
needs
to
it.
turn it
You
off.
need it too, dude.
Yeah,
You don't
I
do
know.
it at all.
Turn
I
it
never do it. I never have free days.
At least
This is the
Sunday.
free state I've had
That's
in 2
where
years.
Dan Sullivan starts. He starts with free days.
I know.
He says they are the most important.
They are.
Because when you take a break and you can like separate yourself from the business, like you recharge. Anytime you're stressed or tired, you make bad decisions. It's just the fact of being a human, right? So if you
I
can,
didn't want to say anything, but Dave, you make a lot of bad decisions.
Yeah, but you know what though? If you don't
I'm-
try,
I'm fucking busting your balls.
yeah,
dude.
but if you don't
Yeah.
try, you'll never.
But dude, you gotta look at it like an athlete. LeBron James can't play basketball 365
Yeah.
days a year.
What bad decisions have I made this week, Mike?
I'm fucking with you.
Don't be sensitive.
don't be sensitive.
And now for our
Probably
audience,
the-
we will
probably
listen
the-
to the second urination on our live podcast.
The beacons.
Beacons? That's not a bad decision.
I'm again.
I can't believe we ran out of beer. Fuck. We gotta go to Grafton. It's a sin to run out of beer out here.
The beacons are going to be a good decision.
We're gonna keep those under wraps for a little bit.
Yeah. They don't have an abundance mindset.
Man, there's a lot of piss coming out of this podcast.
I mean, there's abundance mindset and like, hey, I got a good idea.
Yeah, then there's being.
I don't want to fucking.
No, the problem is that, like, literally today, you have to be first to market. Like, you have to be
Right.
first to market because it's so easy to duplicate what other people are doing.
It is, but I do
For
think
instance,
sales
Dave
and
took a
marketing
piss.
play a lot.
Now Jimmy's taking a piss.
Hey,
Super
I'm gonna
easy
join
to
in too.
Super easy to duplicate.
So
all
buffer
four-
days are Monday, Tuesday. Focus days are Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. And then your free days are Saturdays and Sundays.
You hear that? That's
I have
Bob
a-
taking a piss. That's all four of us taking a piss on entrepreneur drinks.
They have like R ratings for podcasts.
Yeah, no, it's
Explicit.
explicit. It's as high as it
This
goes.
one is definitely
It's as
explicit.
high as it goes.
My wife's gonna be so proud of this content.
I'm just glad
I'm
my
gonna-
wife doesn't listen to anything I do.
I'm gonna get texts from my mom. I literally got one this last week. She's like, "Do you really have to use the F word?"
Does she watch it?
She listens to it, and she sees
Really?
our Instagram where we're like, you know,
Talking about it.
That's
when-
we
hilarious.
delete options because we fucked up everything else. I take it. I'm like, yeah, you're probably right, but whatever.
It's nice that your mom's still involved in your life.
Yeah.
Yeah. You want to talk to yours, Mike?
Oh no, I talk to her all the time,
Oh,
but she
okay.
doesn't give a shit. She's too busy.
Yeah.
She got other shit going on.
Yeah.
She don't care.
Yeah, I need to get. I kind of want to hire Dan Sullivan's strategic coaching program. Hire those guys for their program. What's the cost? Like 10 grand?
$8,900 a year.
Nine-
You guys have had a
9,000?
lot of coaching, and you're right where we're at, except for 2 floors down.
Yeah, we just moved into the same building.
Oh,
with you
Which,
guys.
what kind of coaching? I mean, what is the best coaching program you guys have done? What's the best thing you've done for?
What are you doing right now? Let's start with
Yeah.
that. How many programs are you doing?
Collective Genius.
By far.
Collective Genius is the best.
Collective Genius,
Yeah, it's amazing.
20,000 entry.
Yep.
Does that keep you in for life or what? It's annually.
It keeps you in for a year.
Oh damn, 1 year, huh?
Yeah. That's the best.
Now,
20
other than a
grand.
quarterly meeting, is there anything else that you get out of it?
Got a Facebook group. They got
Just
a,
the cell phone numbers you get.
The
are-
networking?
and you can
Yeah.
just anytime you want to. Hey, I want to talk to whatever this guy.
They're all the big-
Sean Terry's in it.
He's in it.
Sean Terry,
If you
Grant
want to get
Cardone,
Sean Terry on the
right?
phone,
Grant
think
is Grant in
Grant
there?
Cardone's
No,
I
he's
don't
not.
think he's in
Okay.
there. Matt Terrio,
Yeah, McCall.
Okay.
McCall,
Yeah.
Corey Boatwright. I mean, there's
Damon's in it.
Yeah.
I mean, pretty much every big name in the real estate guru world is in it.
Well, we
And
should join. What are the
Okay,
requirements?
so here's the problem though. So
First of all, the first
Can't be
requirement
a
is
ginger.
we have to approve you.
Uh-oh.
You have to be approved
Yeah, you
by
have to be
people in your
approved
local
by your local
market. So
market.
Jesus.
we might
This
put the
is gonna be
kibosh
tough.
on you guys.
Oh no.
So here's the thing. So it's a big real estate investing group, right? Like,
There's
it's
also
the big
some
wigs.
people who are
Like David
mortgage
doesn't own any
brokers,
property.
agents. It's mostly investors, but there's a few people who are ancillary.
But it's a lot
to,
of real estate related.
It's all real estate
It
related,
is,
right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
See, to me,
Couldn't
I
own a
would
fucking
rather
s-
be. I would
you know?
rather be in a group that's not real estate focused.
No. We tried that.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Horrible.
I get what you're saying, but we did.
Well, if you're looking
Genius-
for leads locally, but this isn't a local
I'm
company.
not looking
though.
for leads
Dude,
locally. I'm
imagine-
looking for business growth.
Imagine
period.
everybody who's like us, who's doing several deals a month. The threshold is 50 deals a year. So you're doing
hit
50
that
deals a
in
year.
3-4
or
months,
you got a
yeah.
portfolio-
Shit.
yeah, right. But you got to, if you're at that level, you're full time, most likely. You've demonstrated success. You're killing it.
It's a write-off,
Imagine
too.
everybody like us, who we love talking to and sharing
Mhm.
ideas with, around the country in each market, being like, "Hey, this quarter, this is the cool fucking thing I figured out."
So we can go pitch the beacon thing there.
Yes.
But yes and no, though. See,
Yes.
that's the problem because I feel like there are no secrets, but at the same time, you don't want to give away your best ideas all the
No.
time.
But that's a prereq. You're going in every quarter and you're giving away
Your best
your
ideas.
best thing. Yeah.
Oh, shit.
But that's all right. You're getting it from everyone else, and
Dude,
you're
I'm
receiving.
telling you,
Give
we
before you
never-
receive.
It's a
Yeah.
3-day thing.
Scarcity mindset. Get
That's
that
a big
fucking
step.
out of there.
Exactly.
I mean, dude, Jeff Garner, he's
Is he in it?
yeah.
He's
You
in
know,
it?
Jeff's been a big time investor in St. Louis for a long time, and he kind of took us under his wing and helped us out, and he gave us all his secrets, and it was awesome of him. But we probably bought more deals from him than
From
anybody.
him.
Right.
Is Jeff Garner a big deal?
He's a great wholesale.
Oh
Yeah,
fuck, they do
He's
so many deals, man. I get an email from him and Angel
I don't know.
every day.
Yeah.
My company sends out an email every day, but there's
Like,
also 9 people.
He squared away our counting. He showed us that turnkeying could be done and what to do and what not to do. Like,
Sweet.
No
Yeah.
shit.
yeah.
That's great.
Yeah, see, I didn't know that about him. I kind of just thought, he kind of does his thing. That's
Nah,
good.
he's a
Good for
man.
him, man.
Yeah.
That's great.
I mean, there's also things like we got they kind of negotiated a bulk discount on insurance rates. We're going to save $20,000 on insurance this year.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Because of that group. I mean, it's amazing.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that pays for itself right there. Boom, done.
Right.
Paid.
And then we went to Genius Network, which is kind of like the same thing with people, all other.
That's
the quarterly meeting or
Joe
whatever.
Polish's marketing group. If you follow Joe Polish, he does the 10X Talk with Dan Sullivan. That was his big mastermind of that, which is really good if you're a marketer or a marketing.
Who
guru
runs it?
online? Joe Polish.
Joe Polish?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I don't know if it was that people outside of real estate aren't that much fun. I don't know if it's because they're a bunch of tech people.
So we
that
could
are
bring,
here.
assuming we get approved by you two and Garner and Damon, or whoever's in our market, which I don't think will be that difficult. Can all 4 of us go for that 20K?
I would assume.
I don't know.
You gotta
Yeah,
ask.
I mean,
Right?
You gotta
I
ask
mean, that's not bad. $5,000 a pop for a year. I'm sure Bill and Ray would get a ton of value out of it.
Dude, I mean, it was 3
Ray, for
days,
sure.
2
He loves
days
that
of
stuff.
people sharing stuff. Like, I have a Google Doc this fucking long of like, that's a fucking great idea. It's literally
For
like,
those of you listening, it was pretty long.
Did you guys have a kumbaya session about religion? Because I could skip that part.
They are.
I skipped that
no,
part.
they-
Yeah, I skipped that part.
yeah.
It's all right.
Yeah.
That's fine.
But
I don't have a problem with it. I
There
just,
is the kumbaya part, though.
It's not mandatory.
Not really,
it's,
no,
not,
it's not
in your
mandatory.
face. It's like, hey.
they're not hugging and shit.
No.
Do you do trust fall? Is there a trust
Just
fall?
H
involved?
No
it's just
trust
H
Just
J's.
HJs.
Yeah, just HJs.
I'll opt into that part of it.
Well, like the elephant walk, obviously, right?
For sure. Absolutely.
Yeah, okay, cool.
But like, if there's something you want to learn, like if there's a strategy you want to learn, like I have zero issue stroking a $15,000 check to learn it.
Oh,
in
I'm all
2
for it.
weeks.
I love coaching. Absolutely.
Yeah.
I think we should join, Mike.
All right.
I think we really. I want to do the strategic thing too. Is that a year?
Dude, I would say Collective Genius is way better.
Way
than Strategic
better.
Coach.
Way better.
Strategic Coach is,
Isn't it different though? It's not really
No,
real
no
estate
way.
specific.
It's not at all real estate
But
specific.
the problem is too many financial planners. They're not. You
Too
know,
many financial planners, insurance agents.
we've talked about on this
whatever.
show, like what's a real fucking entrepreneur?
Right.
There's
like,
a lot of entrepreneurs there.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah,
Okay.
there's a lot of employees there that their
Solopreneurs
boss just wants them
or-
to be
right.
more efficient.
Right.
So
Dan Sullivan, from a philosophy idea standpoint.
So I could probably just buy a
It's
lot of all the
fantastic.
books.
the books are phenomenal.
Just read the
Books are
books.
great.
Books are
Right.
phenomenal.
Yeah.
He has a
And
ton of them
his
too. He's got like 30 of
podcast.
them.
He's coming out with. He's committed to one
book a
quarter
quarter.
for like the next 20.
I'll show you. Whatever book I get every quarter, I'll key you onto it.
So you get it automatically then, just
Yeah.
because you're in the program, or what?
Yeah. Yeah. And I
8,900 a year.
Bob-
That'll add up.
Bob quit and
every
I
year.
stayed in, but all of our private lending comes from a connection I made at Strategic Coach.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah. So that's kind of why I've stayed in.
Stayed in it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Who else is a big name out there like him? Obviously,
I don't
Grant
know, man.
Cardone's starting to do his
Every-
shit now.
everybody we listen to has a
We kind of
Dan
talked.
Sullivan.
And we kind of talked like we feel like maybe there's a little bit of a bubble in information marketing, or everybody's got a course, but I think it's still relatively. It's not quite. I don't know what do you call it, oversaturated, but
It's
a lot of people.
information,
You guys
it's
have a fun
infinite.
course. We got a course. Like
Yeah, but you know what,
I
though? What it
agree.
comes
I feel
down
like
to,
the
though,
course
is-
thing's overdone at this point.
See, I disagree, and here's why. There's 320 million people in America. Everybody at some point is going to want to come in or out
Right.
of a topic, and I'm not even saying real estate. I'm just saying
any topic.
a topic of some sort. And nowadays, you can only reach so many people with so much money. I don't care if you have $1 million a month to spend on your marketing. You're not going to be able to reach everyone in America. It just doesn't work that way. So
and not everybody can teach everybody in the same fashion. If somebody
absolutely,
drives
and not
just
everyone's going to
numbers-
market at the same time in the same region.
Right.
Absolutely.
But also, even if two people do that same thing, if he says like a concept one way, I explain another way, you're gonna like love Jimmy.
half the people are going to like him. Half the people are going to like you.
So there's-
Absolutely.
there definitely is room for
I
a lot
yeah.
more.
I
and I think
I
there's a
agree
lot more
completely.
runway left.
Damn, this current's keeping us right in the middle here. This
There's
is
nobody
great.
else out here. Too.
No.
Fucking gnats all over the goddamn.
We can commence with the gay lovemaking.
Proceed.
Ace Chase for everybody.
Oh shit. No, I mean the way I see it though, like every time I'm on Facebook, every single time I see Matt Theriault and Sean Terry.
But here's the thing.
Pitching me a
You're
product.
being targeted so precise.
I am, but you know what? It doesn't bother me at all. Like I love it. I love it
the ads on Facebook.
because I'm like, okay, these guys obviously are making a fucking killing because they're targeting people like me that like a bunch of real estate specific shit
Right.
and are part of a lot of real estate specific
That's
groups.
what I hate about Hulu right now is I don't think they do targeting because I get like diabetes and
like
fucking,
emails you're saying like from their
the
marketing.
commercials. Like I want to, if
have
Matt
you been to
Theriault
a
had a
doctor
commercial on
in a while?
Hulu, I would be fucking entertained. I would be excited. Be like, fuck yeah.
Right.
But
right.
I'm getting like, Vagisil and like,
Yeah, but you know what?
Propecia
You know
meds.
what? Why I love it so much though is probably a different reason than why you love it. I love it because I know that every time they spend $1 on marketing, they're making $1 and a penny minimum.
Right. Or they wouldn't
Minimum.
do it.
And I've been seeing his marketing for 1.5 to 2 years now. So it's not like he just spent 50, 60, 70 grand and then like didn't have a return.
Yeah.
He's been making money since he
Yeah.
started doing
If
it
you
day
see that
one.
consistently, you know they're making.
You know they're
money. It's
making
a real
money. So to
marketing,
me,
right?
it like inspires me to go
Right,
build
yeah.
out another course.
And he's
And I
very-
haven't even started my marketing
He's very
yet.
good at systems. Like,
You know, once me and Mike turn the marketing machine on, hopefully, again, we spend $1, make $1 and a penny minimum. We'll never turn that machine off until we goes to 99 cents in profit.
right.
If we're making anything,
Yeah.
we're just going to keep ramping it up until there's that, level
Bob
that you stop.
converted me to this information marketing thing.
Diminishing returns.
Well, no, he converted me that this is like legit shit. But like Kiyosaki talks about it all the time. Like we're in an information economy. The most valuable thing right now is information.
Totally.
It's not an industrial. It's not industrial anymore. It used to be steel and fucking coal and shit
Right.
like that was the most valuable.
capital and
All that shit's so
logistics.
cheap right now that information is the most expensive thing.
Totally.
There's a great book. I'll give another book recommendation. It's called
Yeah, how is the U.S. Post Office still in fucking business with email?
because they have a
text
government
message?
monopoly.
Right, and I get
yeah,
that, but I'm just saying,
they're
like,
subsidized by the
they're
government.
subsidized. They lose money every quarter.
Right.
I saw a little interesting article on Reddit this past week that said most of the U.S. Post Office trucks were built in the 70s, and they get less than 10 gallons or 10 miles a gallon. All those
The
little post
18
office
wheelers
trucks.
or the little
Those
ones?
little guys. They're just-
You know what? I
They
had a
go so slow that
I
they
had
could
a-
be,
It's like
they'd be the perfect
ridiculous.
candidate for electric
I had a
cars.
buddy
Yeah,
who
they could.
had a job at the post office for like a week, and when they were training him, he told me this, and it kind of stuck with me that they call those little postal vehicles something very specific, like
boxes?
long-term vehicle, LTV or
They're Jeeps. They're built on
They're
Jeeps.
yeah, but
basically,
essentially they're built to like never break or die. Like they're rocks. They're built to go forever. And I think he was saying that like the average vehicle had like 300,000 to 400,000 miles on it.
Damn. All right, well, that's impressive. I
Average,
guess.
Yeah.
But you got to think every day, those 6 days a week, they're out. Well, really 7 now with Amazon, but they're out delivering shit.
How
every
weird
fucking
is that,
day.
by the way, that they fucking deliver for Amazon on Sunday?
Only Amazon
That
too.
blew
know
my
that.
They don't.
Yeah, I
they,
saw-
Fucking shit.
you didn't
I
know
saw
that?
one out on
Oh,
Sunday, and I'm like,
dude.
what the
That
fuck is
blew
that?
my fucking
Oh.
mind. The mail lady came up, threw a package, and ran off. I'm like, what
They
the
will. They
fuck is
won't
Sunday?
deliver USPS mail
Nope.
on Sunday, but they will
Only-
deliver an Amazon box
That's a perfect example
Filled with
of
butt lube.
capitalism working.
Oh, yeah.
on a
right?
Sunday.
Because
What, did
Amazon's paying
Amazon
them.
offer them a premium to
They do something.
Yeah, the butt
Just
lube we're
FedEx.
about to use to manhandle each other. We just got delivered on a Sunday.
Oh man!
does FedEx
I just
deliver
realized
on
how drunk I was. Holy shit!
I don't know. That's a good question.
No, not at all.
Wow, so a government
USPS
organization
and
has
FedEx,
taken
they
the
don't work on
initiative
Sundays?
to do
Fuck
an
no.
extra day. Wow.
Well, here's the reason why, though.
Fascinating.
Amazon used some of that butt lube right in USPS.
USPS, man, it's crazy. They deliver on Sundays.
is pretty
fascinating
cool. It
that
is
government
pretty cool.
organization.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that 2-day shipping is legit. It's 2
Yeah.
days.
Yeah, if you
no matter
order
what.
before like 3 or 4 p.m. on a Friday, your package will be at your house on Sunday.
Yeah,
afternoon.
because I got a package on a Sunday too, and I'm like, huh?
Yeah.
So if you're
the fuck is
listening,
this?
guys,
This is pretty
it's Friday afternoon.
new. It's probably been around for about 5-6 months at this
Okay.
point, something like that.
Yeah.
Fascinating.
It's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, I think that's the way most industries that have some type of government involvement are going. Like we're at a point now where information is more valuable, and you have the speed of technology. Like the services that government provide will be just in a relative
Everything
short-
will be Uberized.
Everything will be Uberized.
Uberized, yes, it's a
And
term
you
I've been
just
hearing
can't-
recently.
You can't
Yeah.
find
Yeah.
it, and it's
I
just
hate hearing
the
that
free
term.
market
I love that
is
term.
going to be
Do you?
so
Yeah.
much
Uberization.
cheaper
Right.
than the
Oh,
government,
Right.
and they're going to just take over this little piece. There's a lot of private companies that are actually collecting on parking meter tickets because they have technology and they're more efficient than the government.
Why I love the Uberization is because it shows the government and the bureaucrats that they're fucking worthless and they contribute nothing.
Speaking of parking tickets and parking meters, have you guys been in Clayton recently? They have the app Passport.
No.
It's beautiful. So you just register your car with this app,
Yeah.
and Clayton's its own zone. So like each city is a zone, and when you get out of your car, you just open up the app and you type in the zone, and then you
But you
just
have to
pay
give
for
your
your
driver's license number, don't you? Or your
license plate. But so the setup takes about 2 minutes.
Yeah, so
but
they're
once it's set
actually-
up though,
they're
anytime
actually-
you go to park, dude, it's fucking money.
Yeah, it is.
I love it, and it keeps like oftentimes if I'm running in the bank for three minutes, I won't feed the meter. I'll just risk it. But with the app, I'll pull up my phone every time and put 15 minutes on the meter for 50 cents because it's just the convenience of it. You know.
Well, we're out of beer. Let's fucking wrap
Yeah.
this
We
up.
wrap an episode up.
Yeah, I need some more beer and I want one more wakeboarding run. 'Cause
All right.
I'm really drunk enough to be really fucking good on my board right now. So
All right.
Can't lose that buzz.
Believe that.
All right, guys. Thanks for listening. Entrepreneur Drinks
Episode, whatever. the fuck
episode, wherever we're at.
Who cares?
Episode title River Rats. Is that what we're going with?
Yeah, River
Yeah,
Rats.
fuck it. Who cares?
All right. Until next time, guys. Signing off.
Thanks for listening to the Entrepreneur Drinks podcast. If you enjoyed this episode, please like, share, and subscribe to help us reach a wider audience. We would also appreciate if you left us a review on iTunes or Stitcher. Thanks for your support, and we hope that you learned something, had a few laughs, or at very least was entertained by our shenanigans. We had fun, and we hope you did too. Until next time, cheers.